What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? I'm thankful for you. Who are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? Let's start the music and get this started, okay? Good morning. It is Mark Shepard, and it is time. The first sip of coffee of the day, and it is Thanksgiving Day, 2017. And it is day 116 of my 90-day challenge to go deep into the rabbit hole of Bitcoin and the altcoins. And today we have a lot to be grateful for. Holy guacamole. Let's get started. Let's go through it, and let's get on to our day. Bitcoin, nice consolidation here above 8,000. And there's a lot of news about it going higher. So let's just check the news real quick. Max Kaiser envisions $100,000 Bitcoin. Jim Rogers smells a bubble. And let's just hit refresh and see what's going on here. Bitcoin Cash moving. And I got something to say about that. So nothing that I just don't like to blab and do my cryptos if I don't have a little piece of the news, and just to make sure that I'm not spewing without knowing something, like, because I did not know about the Chinese ICO ban, and like I did my morning cryptos and then checked, and anyway, that's why I do that. So Bitcoin is just doing what Bitcoin does, and it's looking like a little consolidation there. And for those of you who want to get Bitcoin, I'm not sure it's a good time to get in, but again, you have to make your own decisions on that. What I like to do with Bitcoin is when it makes one of these big drops, then you want to buy these dips, and there's almost always a significant dip with Bitcoin. And right now we have a little bit of a sideways channel on the 1 hour chart, and that's usually a good sign. You can check in on the 1 hour chart and kind of see what the temperature is, and it might be a little bit quieter here, at least in the U.S. The rest of the world does not celebrate Thanksgiving holiday on a Thursday, so that the beauty of these cryptos and the terror of it is that it's a 24/7 market, and we have some consolidation here. We have some support at 80.72. We also have some support at 79.86, in that range, 79.63. So we have various levels of support here. So Bitcoin can pretty much do whatever it's going to do, and that's what it does anyway. Got it. Usually up, but often down and then up. I'm jazzed because I called this Bitcoin Cash breakout, and that felt good. I literally was looking at the chart, and you see how it just got really small. The movements got really small and consolidated, and I was like, this is either going to drop or it's going to move. And I bought $100 right here at this point, right here at that point, and that's really cool when you actually get it right. Now, if I had, I'm still a very small trader. I'm still working my portfolio up. If I had, if I had a larger chunk of money, obviously, it would have still paid to do it. But $100, and it moved, right? So I think last night when I went to bed, my $100 worth was 116 or $120. That's cool. That's cool to get that in one day. It's not, it's not standard. It's cool. It's awesome. And I'm thankful for it. So, the interesting thing about Bitcoin Cash, and again, I like trading these long little sideways ranges on the 1 hour chart, and on the 1 day chart, a little less obvious. But here we had a huge one, and I called this one as well, and then it boosted back before it did that crazy crazy boost to 2783. That was crazy. But it showed that there's life in it. I wanted to say, in defense of Bitcoin Cash, that they did increase the block size. So, it's affordable to send. It's quick to send. However, it still has the same 10-minute Bitcoin confirmation time. So the confirmations, and to get the multiple confirmations that many people require, the 6 confirmations takes longer. It still takes longer than Dash. Just so you know, it's not an instant thing. And that's, I think, partly why Dash is really moving, is that the public is becoming aware of why Dash is really a better version of Cash. So we will check that out. I've started to follow and keep an eye on Bitcoin Gold. I don't have any, and I'm not in it. I'm not recommending it. But if we have a nice little pullback to this line, it might be a place to get a little and start watching it. Because, again, it's up there. It's something that, regardless of whether you think it's a dumb project or a good project, it might prosper you, right? So check it out. Let's look at Dash. And I want to do this a little faster today because I know you guys probably have things to do. Again, Dash, we had a lovely, lovely breakout on the 1 hours. The 1 hour charts. Let's see if I can get this for you a little better. So again, we had the sideways, almost a bullish flag or a bullish pennant. It had a boost and then it consolidated for, quite a number of days. And then we had another boost yesterday. So now, looking at its new support, kind of in this range, that's where I'm going to be looking and paying attention to what it does from here. I'm holding my Dash, and I get a little more every day in my Bitcoin mining payout because I changed my mining payout to Dash, and something you might want to consider doing. I made a video about it, so Google it, check it out. All right. So interesting. Dash is looking really sweet, and let's see what's going on with EOS. On the 1 hour charts, we have a sideways trading channel on EOS, which is kind of cool if you want to get in at some point. The next time it comes down to this line, I'll make it a little longer for you. That to me would be a buy signal for me. What it is for you, I don't know. But let's look at it on the 1 day chart here. Yeah, I'm looking for kind of a sideways consolidation on EOS, but I think it could also go up more. So if it does come down to this channel and you haven't gotten in on this one yet, that would not be chasing a rise. That would be basically buying a dip. So keep an eye out for EOS if it dips. Be a good time to get in. And either way, it's probably a decent time to get in because it's not like it's up here at 5. It has room to move. It has been that high, and it could go that high again. And buy low, sell high, this still could be low, right? And it's early in the project. And I like the support. I mean, it has some good support here. Then we had some news-driven kind of dips, and it was early in the project. And the news, everybody was turning their face towards Bitcoin. And some of that resolved, and, a little news opened up, and EOS basically reported they were ahead of schedule. And, oh, by the way, we'll be able to do millions upon millions of transactions a second on a level of a Visa or a MasterCard. And that's good news. And that's what Bitcoin and Ethereum are struggling with. So good shit. Loving it. Ethereum had a breakout, and now we have a triple top. We now have a triple top in Ethereum. And I don't know if it's going to break out or if we're going to build another kind of a sideways consolidation channel here. Let me look at what I was messing with around on the 1 hour chart. Whoops. All right, so this was again a wedge that I was like, okay, this could go up or down, and I've seen these wedges go totally down, but I've also seen them go up. So when you see a wedge, don't be like all bullish. Oh, it's over. It could go either way. And luckily for us, it went up, and we have just a little bit of a profit taking at the top here. So I think it's going to consolidate around 400, and we shall see what happens next. Because this is where it has tested and it has always come back. So at some point it's going to break through. And then this will be the new support. So if you don't have any Ethereum, start paying attention to Ethereum, because I think it's going to lift and it might go parabolic. And if it does, I might take some profits and slap it into Litecoin. We shall see. All right, back to the one-day charts. Interesting, IOTA is kind of making a push and a test of the kind of the $1 range here. And unfortunately, I do not have any. Not a time for me to get in. Litecoin. Litecoin is moving on up. I think it's going to hit my $91 sell stop probably maybe by Christmas. Who knows? It's moving up, but we're also due for a little bit of a pullback in Litecoin because it goes up and down. It kind of does that seesaw thing. But in the meantime, I'm liking it. It's holy. It's holy. It's not holy. It's just Litecoin. It's holding is what I was trying to say. It looks like it wants to consolidate, and that's what I love about Litecoin. I say it every day. It moves up, but it doesn't do crazy stuff except every once in a while. And when it does crazy stuff, it comes right back to where it was, it seems. Anyway, that's its nature at the moment, and it could change. NEO, keeping an eye on NEO. We are back to support here. You see how this happens a lot? You get a big lift, and then about half of it gets given back, right? Because people buy and then they sell. But it usually kind of mysteriously comes back to its previous resistance, which is now support. Interesting. Nice little textbook on NEO. Keep an eye on that. Omise Go in the US dollar. I think I'm in the money now on Omise Go. I started buying it around here. And sometimes you start buying too early when you're trying to buy dips. And you just keep buying and you hang on. And as long as the project is sound and the fundamentals are sound and you're in a bull market, you're going to be okay. But again, only invest money that you can afford to lose, because this shit could change fast. All right. Omise Go is looking good at this point, around 7.8. So let's keep going to Quantum on the US dollar. Quantum has lifted. We had a nice move to 15, and then it pulled back on some profit taking, and I am a long-term holder of Quantum. I'm hanging on. I think it's going to go to 30, and we'll see what happens when it gets to 30, whether I want to sell any or not. Monero, XMR. We had a big lift yesterday and a little bit of a profit taking today. That's normal. And nothing to report as far as a buy. Most people would have sold some there to get some. I only have one, so I'm just holding it. I'm sorry if that's boring, but boring makes you money, by the way. Holding and hanging on. Everybody I talk to who's been a holder, an HODLE or a hodler, hold on for dear life, has done really well. This is a massive bull run up. So if you don't have time to trade, that's cool. Mostly I'm looking for entry signals. I'm looking for places where I can get in where something is going to move or looks like it's getting ready to move and it has underlying value. And this is Ripple. I'm keeping an eye on Ripple for a friend of mine. This is not a decentralized currency. This is actually a kind of a digital currency created by and for the banks. As far as I understand, if you like a Bank of America account holder, which I am, they've been advertising, you can do instant payments. What they're using to do the instant payments is Ripple. So it's already being used. It already has a purpose. It's not a peer-to-peer currency, but it certainly is serving a purpose, and it's already being used by banks. So something to keep an eye on. ideologically, a lot of people avoid this because it's not a decentralized thing, right? And so that's it for today. I wanted to do this fast for a change because I can talk and talk and talk about these things. I'm so into this. It is so obsessive. It is obsessively and compulsively taken over my life in a very good way. And I'm very grateful for these altcoins and for cryptos because it has given me hope. And hopefully it gives you hope too. If you like what I'm doing here on the Morning Cryptos, sometimes I go a little bit deeper with thoughts and the hypnosis of money and the cultural and social revolution that we're in. Other times I just look at the markets and make a decision. I do this every morning and figured I'd let you guys in on it and let you watch over my shoulder as I look at what I'm looking at and hear what I'm thinking. And hopefully it can help you to prosper your life, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And if you're not in the U.S., be thankful you're not in the U.S. We have more laws and more rules than pretty much anywhere else in the world. The U.S. is also a place where people have big hearts and where the people are a lot different from the government. So I send my greetings out to the world. And if you like music, check out, I have a new music video up. It's called The Key to Your Cage. And I'll put it up right behind this video if I can remember to do that. And I think that's it. If you like this, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share this. If you're a man, you might want to check out my Better Man program, and I have a new video that I'm going to put up for that today as well. So if you have a little time today on Thanksgiving, in the midst of whatever you're doing, I hope you'll take a little time for yourself and for reflecting on the amazing technology that has changed our lives so much, and let's hope that we can use the technology to save the world from our technology, and so that we can have a sustainable future, a sustainable agriculture, a sustainable financial system, and sustainable systems that help us to be peaceful and prosperous and healthy. And that's it for today. That's what I wish for you, my friend. Peace, grooviness, over and out. Start the music.